biblically accurate all-wing for your entertainment. Hi, so if y'all can't tell, I like Wings of Fire, and I also really like the series Half-Life. More importantly, Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware by Rain Radio TV. I totally haven't been thinking about it since last July. What the hell are you talking about? I'm very normal about these funky little guys. Anyway, I decided on a whim after reading an AO3 fic that was a crossover between Wings of Fire and HOVRAI that I was gonna make my own, just like spur of the moment kind of fucking thing. So here I am. I'm turning all of the main cast into dragons in one video. I know I did the same thing for cats when I first got into the series, but like here I am with dragons. So I'm just gonna be going over the design process for each of these little fucking guys, why I chose the tribes I did, and little lore bits I've written down about the world, because this is a very different world than Half-Life, I'm gonna be real. Anyway, I hope you like the little blorbos. Goodbye. drink water, I guess. I don't fucking know. Okay, so the first one up is Gordon. Now, going into this, I knew I wanted Gordon to be a mudwing. Hell, I even posted on Tumblr about it. Just Gordon being a mudwing, because it's fucking cool. Like, mudwings are known to be protectors, they're known to be very family-oriented, which fits Gordon very well. He's probably the big wings in his family, meaning that he's the oldest and helped all the other eggs in his clutch, if you don't know mudwings. And I also just really like mudwings, I'm gonna be honest. I really like mudwings. But they're also just really strong. Gordon is very tanky. He's a strong guy. And I feel like he'd probably act like a big wings to everybody, because they're like a found family, okay? They're all just a found family. If you see me pausing, it's usually because I'm searching up references of some kind. I'm going in all of these with very basic idea. But I ended up changing his colors. Still wanted him to be like a warm color because like it's Gordon Freeman. I want to reference the H.E.C.U suit, but he was looking too much like Clay. And I wanted to add spikes on his chin to kind of resemble the beard that he has in canon. I did also give him big teeps. The big teeps. I did give him big teeps. I also did go in later and add scarring to him. You can see me adjusting it to more of an orange color because it was too brown-y, so I upped the saturation to make it more orange. And just throughout the entire thing, I did have to debate on what to do with his eyes, because all these tribes have certain colors that they can have for their eyes, but I found out, like, Gordon's eyes in canon are green. They're green eyes, or like they're hazel, but here, they're hazel, so we can kind of have that green ring around the eyes, which are known for hazel. Of course, I went in with the darker spikes, and I had no fucking clue what I was doing for the wings. I'm gonna be real. Like, I had no idea, again, no ideas going into any of this. I have not drawn Wings of Fire dragons in God knows how long. I need to draw more dragons. I need to stop drawing cats and people. I hate drawing people. You can see me going in, begin his teeth. Oh, also, I never mentioned, I did give all these guys specific Wings of Fire names. His name is Gator. It's Gator. I did kind of give him markings around his muzzle to kind of resemble a beard in a way, because like he has like this weird, is it like a beard? I don't know what to call it, but anyway, I called him Gator. I wanted to keep with the naming convention of the first letter of their name staying the same, so he's Gator. I did go in and give him a scar on his leg, very similar to him losing his leg. I was playing around with a mechanical leg design, but I'm like, I don't know how to make it look good going in with other scars, because like they're going through like fucking hell, so he's gonna get scarred. So a lot of these guys are actually gonna be scarred. Anyway, here's Gordon. Alrighty, so I did these all like back to back to back. I next did Benrey. Benrey is a Nightwing animus, okay? So you can hate on me for making him an animus. It's fine, whatever, I don't care. Like, how else am I supposed to make the sweet voice canon? Because, like, He has all these weird powers because he's a fucking alien. So, like, I'm gonna make him an animus because that's the closest you can do a canon. Also, I did make all these bases, like, a year ago for another video, Wings of Fire related video, which is slowly making its way out. It's getting there. But, I decided on Nightwing because they're often really weird. A lot of the Nightwings over the years have been really isolated, especially after the volcano, so he's probably don't really know anybody. I suspect it's probably autism or something. I don't know. It might just be the fan and Benrey talking. I don't fucking know. Nightwings are also seen as, like, evil and shit, I guess. Big ass quotations. We know a lot of Nightwings are not evil. I did end up with the name Bonereader for him. I was playing around with the idea of Backstabber as a name because he literally backstabs in the series. But I'm like, no, but like, I want something to do with the bones. One of the original names I came up with was also Skeleton. I'm like, Skeleton is just a really good name for him. I should do Skeleton, but I'm like, but it's breaking the naming convention. I want to go for it. Anyway, I started with a kind of desaturated blue because I kind of base all these designs off of their main color, I guess. Like, Gordon's is orange, Benrey's is like a dark blue, Tommy's is yellow, Coomer's is green. Basically kind of going off their text stuff. You can see it a little bit differently with Darnold later, but, you know, it comes with the territory, I guess. I decided to give him more silver claws. I kept his helmet because I feel like he would probably be a Nightwing guard of some kind. Who the fuck knows what he's guarding? He's doing a bad job of doing it, probably. I did give him yellow eyes, trying on different colors for his helmet, and just everything about him. He's just a weird fucking Nightwing that hangs around. Anyway, speaking of backstory stuff, he's hanging around the Resonance volcano. Resonance Mountain. It's part of the Jade Mountains. It's actually a dormant volcano that they only recently found out was actually a volcano. So Resonance is the name of the volcano that explodes, and the Resonance Cascade is just the eruption. It's pretty much like a bottle cap volcano where it just fucking explodes and you get all this debris and ash and all this shit. So the Resonance Cascade is literally the resonance exploding and cascade of ash and volcanic debris. But yeah, again, going back to Benrey, I changed his back scales to be darker. I got the wings. I don't really know what to do for Nightwing wings, so they're just basic sparkles. Listen, it's hard to make those kind of sparkles simple, but like, it's there or whatever. So I actually really like this. I was thinking it would have been funny if he was a mind reader, but he's just a powerless Nightwing. He just got no abilities other than him being an animus. Either he's an animus or animus enchanted. It's up to you, really. I don't really care. He's just a guy. He's just hanging around garden around Black Mesa, I guess. Who knows? Anyway, that's Benrey. Okay, next was Tommy. I wanted Tommy to be... So I couldn't decide on either Silkwing or Rainwing for Tommy because he's very optimistic in canon. He's also really strong. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Why don't I do a hybrid for one specific reason, and that's because of G-Man, which we will be discussing later. So I literally had to edit my base to make it a hybrid, which was impossible almost. I gave him a more... I gave him Silkwing wings, more curled tail like a Rainwing, of course a more Rainwing body, gave him the frill that all Rainwings have, he got the teeth, he got the nose horn, and he has a more Silkwing face, and I feel like a very similar body to, because I think, I want to say Rainwing and Silkwing bodies are probably very similar, but it's up to you, y'all's interpretation. I wanted to go in with a main yellow, and I also kind of want to give him more swirly back stripes, splotches, I don't know what to call that. I did go in with a more red stuff because I was originally taking inspiration from Rosy Moth, but I decided like, fuck it, just the red just looks really nice with all the oranges and yellows I'm using. I named him Tocco, because why not? I did have to pull up a reference from, like, what the fuck did I do with the wings last time? So I had to pull up one of my other references and reference the wings, because I am not doing a butterfly wing accurately at all. I'm being real with y'all. Silkwing wings are hard to draw. I did a very similar kind of gradient on his frill. I had a lot of fun with these colors. I'm not even gonna lie. I really like how this turned out. Does he probably wear a propeller hat? Yeah. Did I draw it? No. But yeah, this is Tommy. I had a lot of fun with it, so have at there. Is him! Tommy, cool up. Okay, next is Coomer. I love Coomer. Coomer is my favorite in the series. I'm not even gonna lie. I named him Cyclone. Also, the first green I found, I desaturated, I darkened the color a little bit, and I'm like, oh, that's a Coomer green. You can see it at the end of the video, me reacting to it, because I recorded myself talking over all this, but whatever. So I have a feeling this all takes place after the Sandwing War Succession, probably somewhere after Arc 3? I want to say, I don't know, another alternate universe, who fucking knows, but Cyclone probably fought in the War of Sandwing Succession, so he's all scarred up to shit. I decided to make him a Sea-Wing, because A, Sea-Wings can be green, and B, this boy is strong. I like to think that Sea-Wings are strong despite their size, mostly because of their fucking tails. And also, I think it's a cool dynamic from him being water and Bubby being more fire-based, because old man Yaoi. But I struggled with trying to find a design to kind of make it look like he has a mustache, but I eventually found something I liked. I wanted to make his bioluminescent scales more of a yellow, because yellow is very underutilized in Sea-Wing designs. I don't know. I just think the yellow with the green just looks really nice. I don't know. I love him. But yeah. I'm trying to see if I have notes about him. I don't. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the world a little bit more. There was no prophecy or warning for residents exploding. Alternatively, a lot of people believed animus magic was used to cause the explosion and prevent any prophecies from being formed. Black Mesa does operate similarly to canon and is actually on the border of the Sand Kingdom. It's a research station devoted to researching residents and just the Jade Mountain range and everything there. But yeah, he's been working at Black Mesa for probably a while, but you know, who knows. Also, I have no fucking clue what Coomer's eye color is, so I made him blue. Is Coomer? I love him.
Hello, Gordon.
Okay, so Bubby is weird. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me for Bubby. So originally, I wanted to make him a Fire Scales Skywing because that just really fit. Because like Bubby is really based around fire and all that sort of shit. But I'm like, but I was reading the fig I mentioned earlier, and they made him an Icewing, and I'm like, oh, that's really clever. So I went, fuck it. He's an Ice Sky hybrid with Fire Scales. But wouldn't that mean he burns everything? No. Because Icewing scales are so cold, it cools down his outer body temperature. It's still hot enough for him to breathe fire. I like to think that he probably smokes a little bit before he breathes the fire because of the ice breaths Icewings have. But whatever. His temperament, Bubby's temperament in canon is also very similar to Icewings and Skywings. I would have made Forzen a Skywing, but I'm like, no, Fire Seal Skywing just fits way too well for Bubby. Like, come on, man. Yeah, so the only thing I know is about the Fire Scales and stuff. He probably was working around. He's not an experiment in this AU because that just doesn't fucking work. They're not that advanced. So he's just He was probably hidden on the border of the Icewing Kingdom, somewhere on the outer reaches before he found out about Mesa, and he's like, yeah, I want to research. I want to go there. So they let him go there, to many others' begrudgment. Going back to other stuff, I'm looking at my notes. The H.E.V. suit, I'm going back to talking about Gordon stuff. The H.E.V. suit is a special heat-resistant armor, probably designed by Nightwings and Hivewings, because they are probably one of the more tech-advanced tribes and everything. But it was made by them for specifically to go into Resonance to see anything about the magma chamber. Yeah, facts about that. But with Bubby, I struggled with his colors, because like I wanted to make him look like a hybrid. Like I wanted to have some sort of red or orange or yellow in there, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it as like an orange underbelly, because I like yellow, not yellow, orange and blue colors together. I'm looking up, I pause here for a bit because I'm looking at references, and all of the Ice Sky hybrids are red. And I didn't really want to go red because it just didn't look well to me. Complementary colors, color theory, I guess. But he's very, very prickly. I gave him more Icewing scales, like on his back. I gave him like hints of orange within his scales to kind of make it look like he has fire scales. He obviously has an Icewing tail, Icewing claws. And he probably has Skywing wings as well. He's probably a really good flyer. I kind of added more golden. Sorry about that, my computer fell asleep because I've been talking too long and not moving my mouse or anything. Anyway, I gave him more orange specks between his scales for kind of make it look like his fire scales. And then I gave him the gold within his wings to kind of make it look like he was, again, more of a fire scales. And it just made a note for myself of like, he has fire scales, but it's hard to burn others because of the gold scales. Anyway, it's Bubby. Bubby. I forgot to mention it. I called him Borealis. Bubby was Borealis. Anyway, this is Dodder for Darnold. I made him a Leafwing because I feel like no other tribe would be able to experiment with potions like Leafwings. Now, he has a poison wing name, but I guarantee you, this dragon is a sapwing. He is a sapwing through and through. But it actually turns out that Dodder, the plant I based his name on, actually has like yellowy kind of stripes to it. It's very yellowy, green kind of thing. It's very light colored. Apparently it's also poisonous for horses. So you can see me kind of going in with the gold stripes in the back. I really, really like how this turned out. I just really like it. It turns out really well, especially with all of it. Especially with how the green complements it. I kind of took inspirations from Sundew. Hell, I probably could have made him like Sundew, but like I didn't want to. I kind of feel like after Arc 3, some Pantalon tribes would live on Pyria, and I feel like the Leafwings would probably be living with the Rainwings. Hence, he probably found Tommy and met Tommy that way before moving over to Black Mesa. He's in a little potions department trying to figure out ways to prevent the explosion probably and failing. They're just making potions. Here I am also deciding on the eye color again. The eyes were the hardest for all of them, but I like Darnold. Not much to say about him. Very underrated character. I like him a lot. Okay, here we have Forzen. So Forzen is a Sandwing, because Sandwings have a pretty strong fucking army, probably. So I made him scarred to hell. Immediately going in, I'm like, oh, he's fucking scarred. I wanted to kind of give him more of a red hue with him and his stuff. He is also part of the H.E.C.U, but the H.E.C.U stands for something else. I haven't figured out the acronym yet. It'll be figured out. But H.E.C.U is a mercenary protection group made of guards picked by the tribe queens for anything like resonance happening to explode, any major disasters. Is they're there to prevent it and help anybody any way they can. I eventually made his body more of an orange, and then just his back more of that red, because I really like that red I was going for. So yeah, he kind of referencing his beret that he has in canon. I made him again scarred to hell. I really like how the red turned out against all this. It's just really awesome. I don't got much to say about him. Scarred to hell. We love this dumb man. Okay. G-Man. Okay, so I teased that I made Tommy a Silkwing hybrid for a reason. And the reason is because I wanted G-Man to be a Beetlewing. Oh, fuck, I forgot to mention. Forzen's name was Fennec. Forzen is Fennec. So, he is a Beetlewing. He's one of the last living Beetlewings in all the continents. He's probably living on another continent called Zen. It's very hidden. It's probably where a bunch of Beetlewings just lived after Clear Sight died. Who fucking knows? But I originally had him as a Hivewing, because I'm like, oh yeah, I can make it work. But I'm like, he's ancient. Why don't I just make him a Beetlewing? And even better, he's an Animus. We don't know how he got Animus magic, but the bitch got Animus magic. He's probably responsible for nobody realizing that Resonance was going to explode. But yeah, again, going back, Zen is probably another continent. The aliens are probably just foreign tribes that he teleported through the what's the word? Through the debris. The cascade, they like to call it. I went in with blues, like a lot of darker blues, and then like lighter on his back, and then the underscales, which looked really nice. I knew going in I wanted him to have bright blue eyes, because G-Man's eyes in canon are very strange, alluring, like they look unnatural. I also kind of made his claws a lighter blue, and kind of just made him vaguely resemble Tommy. But like, you look at them at a glance and they don't really look similar, but knowing that Beetlewings are the ancestors to Silkwings, I do what I fucking want. I also kind of made like a mark that looked like generally like hair. I also had dots down his spine that Tommy would probably have, Tocco would probably have, but whatever. Anyway, this man's name is Goliath. I went in knowing I wanted this man to be called Goliath, and that's his name. His name is Goliath. It fits too well. So here is all of the final designs. I am very happy with how all these turned out. But all the names just running down them: Gator, Bonereader, Tocco, Cyclone, Borealis, Dodder, Fennec, and Goliath. So I am still working on this. I might do more art with all of these, because I definitely draw the cats in my free time, and I need to draw the dragons more. Anyway, I might not dragify just the normal halfway characters, just because I was thinking about this, and it was already hard enough finding all this shit for all of them. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, if you enjoyed all this, check out my other videos. I have more shit on the way, I promise. I got a lot of projects I'm working on behind the scenes, so like don't worry. This was a very impulsive video. I made this just like a week ago after dinner, and I'm like, I need to make this real, so I did. Let me know if you have other differing opinions about any of these guys' tribes and shit. I tried to use all the tribes, so I know we don't have Hivewing rep, but we got Beetlewings, so you're gonna have to compensate for that. Anyway, peace out, have a great day. Bye-bye! Also, enjoy this funny clip. Oh, that's too vibrant. we're toning that down a little bit. There we go. That is a Coomer green. That is a Coomer green, everybody. Holy shit.